Chosen ones, God is about to reveal something powerful in your life, a truth so profound it will shift everything you thought you knew. This isn't just another moment. It's a divine appointment, a sacred unveiling meant for you right now, in this very breath. Your spirit feels it, doesn't it? That stirring, that pull, that quiet knowing that something massive is breaking through. Stay with me, because what's coming will change the way you see yourself, your purpose, and the path ahead. This revelation isn't ordinary. It's not a fleeting thought or a passing feeling. It's a divine download straight from the Creator, designed to awaken the fire within you. God has been preparing you for this moment, even when you couldn't see it. Every trial, every tear, every time you thought you were lost. Those were the moments He was forging you. Like gold in a furnace, your struggles have refined you, not defined you. The world may have tried to dim your light, but God is about to amplify it in ways that will leave others speechless. You are not here by chance. You are here by divine design. Picture a locked door, one you've been knocking on for years, maybe without even realizing it. That door is your destiny, and God is handing you the key. This key isn't made of metal. It's made of faith, obedience, and trust. When you turn it, everything changes. The dreams you've buried, the hopes you thought were too big, the life you were afraid to claim, they're all waiting on the other side. God's revelation is the moment that door swings open and you step into a reality where nothing is impossible. Can you feel the weight of that truth settling into your spirit? Now pause for a second. If this message is hitting your heart, if you feel that spark of recognition, I need you to do something. Hit that like button, subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this path, and drop the number 777 in the comments. That number carries divine energy, a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive what God is revealing. Don't just watch. Claim this moment. Let the heavens know you're standing in faith. God's revelation isn't just about seeing something new. It's about becoming someone new. You're not the same person you were yesterday or even an hour ago. The Holy Spirit is moving through you, reshaping your thoughts, your vision, your very essence. Think about Moses, standing before the burning bush. He was just a shepherd, a man who stuttered and doubted himself. But in that moment of divine encounter, God revealed His purpose. Moses didn't just hear a voice. He became a leader, a liberator, a vessel for miracles. That's what's happening to you. God is calling you out of the ordinary into the extraordinary. This isn't about chasing worldly success or fleeting pleasures. God's revelation is deeper. It's about aligning with His eternal plan. The world tells you to hustle, to grind, to prove yourself. But God says, rest in me. I've already paved the way. Your wealth, your health, your purpose, they're not tied to your effort alone. They're tied to His promise. When you walk in His truth, doors open that no one can shut. Opportunities flow that no one can block. This is the power of divine alignment, and it's yours to claim. Have you ever felt like you're carrying a weight you can't explain? A burden that's not yours to bear? That's because the enemy has been trying to distract you, to keep you from this moment. But no more. God's revelation is a sword, cutting through the lies, the doubts, the fears. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, says Isaiah 54:17. The chains that held you back are breaking. The fog that clouded your vision is lifting. You're about to see with crystal clarity what God has been preparing for you all along. Imagine a seed buried in the dark, pressed down by soil, unseen and forgotten. That seed is you. Every moment of struggle was the pressure needed to crack open your potential. Now, God's light is shining, and you're breaking through the surface. Your growth isn't subtle, it's explosive. People will notice. They'll see the change in your eyes, your walk, your words. They'll wonder what happened, but you'll know God's revelation has taken root, and you're blooming into the person He always meant you to be. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood at a crossroads unsure which path to take? That moment of uncertainty is where God steps in. His revelation is like a compass, pointing you toward the path of purpose. It's not always the easiest road, but it's the one that leads to life. Real, abundant life. Jesus said in John 10:10, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." That fullness is yours, chosen one. Not tomorrow, not someday. Right now. Step into it with boldness. This revelation is personal. It's not a one-size-fits-all message. God knows your name, your story, your deepest desires. He's been weaving them into His plan since before you were born. Think about Esther, a young woman who seemed ordinary, yet God revealed her as a queen destined to save her people. Her courage didn't come from her own strength. It came from trusting God's timing. You're standing in your Esther moment. The revelation God is giving you is tailored to your purpose, your calling, your destiny. Now let's get real. The world is loud. It's full of voices telling you who you should be, what you should want, how you should live. But God's voice is louder, and His revelation is clearer. When you tune out the noise and lean into His truth, everything shifts. Your finances? God's got a plan for overflow. Your relationships? He's aligning them with His purpose. Your health? He's breathing renewal into every part of you. This isn't wishful thinking. It's divine reality. Sometimes, the greatest revelations come in the quiet. Not in the storm, not in the chaos, but in the still, small voice. Elijah learned this in 1 Kings 19:12, when God spoke not in the wind or the fire, but in a gentle whisper. That's where you are right now. God is whispering truth into your spirit, truths that will anchor you through every trial. Listen closely. That whisper is your strength, your guide, your power. It's the voice of the Creator saying, "You are mine, and I am with you." If this is resonating, if you feel God's truth stirring in your soul, take a moment, hit that like button, drop 777 in the comments, and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith. Your action isn't just for the algorithm. It's a declaration that you're ready for what God is revealing. Don't hold back. Let the world know you're claiming this moment. This revelation isn't just about you. It's about the ripple effect you'll create. When God moves in your life, it doesn't stop with you. Your transformation will touch your family, your community, the world. Think about Joseph, sold into slavery, betrayed by his brothers. Yet God revealed a destiny so powerful that Joseph rose to save nations. Your story is no less significant. The revelation God is giving you will not only change your life, but will become a testimony that inspires others. The enemy doesn't want you to grasp this. He'll throw distractions, doubts, even people who try to pull you back. But God's revelation is stronger. It's a shield, a fortress, a promise that cannot be broken. Psalm 91 verse 4 says, "He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge." You're not fighting alone. God is your defender, your provider, your guide. Step into His revelation with confidence, knowing He's already gone before you. What's beautiful about this moment is that it's not about perfection. You don't have to have it all figured out. God's revelation meets you where you are. Broken, He's mending you. Lost, He's guiding you. Tired, He's renewing you. This is the power of His love. It transforms you from the inside out. Your scars become stories. Your pain becomes purpose. Your doubts become declarations. You're stepping into a new version of yourself, one that reflects God's glory. Let's talk about timing. God's revelation isn't random, it's precise. You're not hearing this message by accident. This is your season, your moment, your divine now. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens." This is your season of breakthrough, of clarity, of power. What you've been waiting for, praying for, hoping for, it's unfolding. Trust His timing because it's perfect. Sometimes, revelation feels like a spark, a sudden burst of understanding. Other times, it's a slow unveiling, like dawn breaking over a dark horizon. Either way, it's happening. God is peeling back the layers of doubt, fear, and limitation. He's showing you who you really are, a chosen one, marked for greatness, destined for impact. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, shining, rising. Can you see it? Can you feel it? This isn't about chasing miracles, it's about becoming one. God's revelation turns you into a living testament of His power. People will look at you and see something different. They'll sense the presence of God in your life, even if they can't name it. Your confidence, your peace, your joy, it's contagious. You're not just walking through this world, you're changing it, one step at a time, one revelation at a time. Now imagine this, a life where fear no longer holds you back, a life where every decision is guided by divine clarity, a life where your purpose is so clear it lights up the path ahead. That's what God's revelation brings. It's not just a moment of insight, it's a complete shift in how you live, love, and lead. You're not just a participant in God's plan, you're a partner, co-creating a future that glorifies Him. The beauty of this revelation is that it's ongoing. It doesn't stop with one moment or one breakthrough. God is always revealing, always guiding, always transforming. Each day, you'll see a little more, understand a little deeper, step a little bolder. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." This is just the beginning, chosen one. The best is yet to come. Have you ever noticed how the greatest revelations come after the hardest battles? Think about David facing Goliath. Before that moment, he was just a shepherd boy. But in the valley, with a giant looming, God revealed His courage, His faith, His destiny. Your battles have prepared you for this. Every giant you've faced has been a setup for God to show you who you are. You're not weak, you're a warrior. You're not small, you're significant. This revelation is also a call to action. God isn't just showing you something to admire, He's inviting you to step into it. That means letting go of old habits, old mindsets, old limitations. It means trusting Him enough to walk through doors you can't yet see. It means believing that His promises are true, even when the world screams otherwise. You're not just receiving a revelation, you're living it. Let's talk about what's on the other side of this revelation. It's not just success or wealth or happiness, though those may come. It's purpose. It's peace that surpasses understanding. It's a life that radiates God's glory. When you embrace what God is revealing, you become a beacon, a light in a world desperate for hope. Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." That's your calling. Sometimes the enemy will try to make you doubt this moment. He'll whisper that you're not worthy, not ready, not chosen. But those are lies. God's revelation is proof that you are His. You are enough because He is enough. Your worth isn't based on your past or your performance. It's based on His love. Stand firm in that truth, and no lie can shake you. This revelation is also a gift. It's not something you earn, it's something you receive. Like a river that never runs dry, God's truth flows into your life, refreshing every part of you. It washes away the old and brings in the new. It restores what was broken and reveals what was hidden. You're not just being shown something, you're being made new. Now let's pause again. If this is speaking to your spirit, if you're ready to claim what God is revealing, hit that like button. drop 777 in the comments and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones on this journey. Your faith is a declaration, a signal to the heavens that you're ready to walk in this truth. Don't hold back. Step into this moment with courage. God's revelation isn't just about the present, it's about your future. It's about the legacy you'll leave, the lives you'll touch, the world you'll change. Think about Abraham, called to be the father of nations. God revealed a promise that seemed impossible, yet Abraham believed. And because he believed, generations were blessed. Your faith in this revelation will do the same. Your obedience will open doors for others. This moment is sacred. It's a turning point, a pivot from what was to what will be. God is revealing not just his plan, but his heart for you. He sees you, knows you, loves you. Every step you've taken, every pain you've endured, every prayer you've whispered, he's been there. And now he's showing you the why behind it all. Your life has purpose, and it's bigger than you ever imagined. Sometimes revelation feels heavy. It's not always easy to see the truth about yourself, your calling, your power. But don't shrink back. God's grace is sufficient, and his strength is made perfect in your weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. You don't have to carry this alone. He's with you, guiding you, lifting you. Lean into his strength and let his revelation transform you. This isn't just about what God is revealing, it's about who you're becoming. You're not just a spectator in this divine moment. You're a participant. Every choice you make, every step you take is shaping the future God has prepared. You're not just receiving a blessing, you're becoming one. Your life is a testimony, a living proof of God's power and love. Imagine standing on a mountaintop, looking out over a valley you've just climbed. That's where you are right now. The climb was hard, but the view is breathtaking. God's revelation is that view. It shows you how far you've come and how much further you'll go. It's a reminder that every step was worth it, every struggle had purpose, every tear was seen. You're not at the end. You're at a new beginning. This revelation also comes with responsibility. God isn't just showing you his plan to make you feel good, he's entrusting you with it. Like a general handing a soldier a mission, God is giving you a charge. Step into it with courage. Speak with authority. Live with purpose. The world needs your light, and God is revealing how brightly you can shine. Have you ever felt like you were made for more? That's because you were. God's revelation is pulling back the curtain on your true identity. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer. You're not just a believer, you're a builder. You're not just a survivor, you're a conqueror. Romans 8:37 says, "In all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us." That's who you are. This moment is also a call to surrender, not to give up, but to let go of what's been holding you back. Old fears, old wounds, old doubts. They don't belong in this new season. God's revelation is an invitation to release the past and embrace the future. It's a chance to step out of the shadows and into his light. Will you take it? God's revelation is like a map, showing you the path ahead. But it's not just about the destination. It's about the journey. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to his plan. Every moment you trust him, you grow stronger. Every time you choose his truth over the world's lies, you shine brighter. This is your transformation, unfolding one revelation at a time. Sometimes, the greatest revelations come through the smallest moments. A kind word, a sudden clarity, a quiet assurance. God doesn't always speak in thunder. Sometimes he speaks in a whisper, like he did with Elijah. Pay attention to those whispers. They're guiding you, shaping you, preparing you for what's next. You're not missing anything. God's timing is perfect. This revelation is also a promise. God isn't just showing you what could be. He's declaring what will be. Your future is secure in his hands. Your purpose is sealed by His love. Your destiny is written in His plan. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Believe it, claim it, live it. The world will try to distract you from this moment. It will throw noise, chaos, even success to pull you away. But God's revelation is your anchor. It keeps you grounded, focused, alive. When the storms come, you'll stand firm. When the doubts creep in, you'll speak truth. When the enemy attacks, you'll shine brighter. This is the power of God's truth in your life. Now, imagine a fire inside you, growing stronger with every word you hear. That fire is God's revelation, burning away the old and igniting the new. It's warming your spirit, lighting your path, fueling your purpose. You're not just hearing this message, you're becoming it. You're not just a listener, you're a light. Let that fire burn bright, chosen one. This revelation is also a mirror. It shows you who you really are, not the version the world sees, not the version you've doubted, but the version God created. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139, verse 14. You are chosen, called, anointed. When you look in this mirror, you see a reflection of His glory. You see a chosen one, ready to change the world. Sometimes, God's revelation feels like a challenge. It asks you to step out of your comfort zone, to trust beyond what you can see, to believe beyond what you can understand. But that's where the magic happens. That's where miracles are born. That's where you become the person you are always meant to be. Don't shy away from the challenge. Embrace it. This isn't just about what God is revealing to you. It's about what He's revealing through you. Your life is a canvas, and God is painting a masterpiece. Every choice, every step, every moment of faith adds a new stroke. The world is watching, and what they see is a testimony of His power. You're not just living for yourself, you're living for His glory. Have you ever felt a stirring in your spirit, like something big is about to happen? That's God's revelation breaking through. It's not just a feeling, it's a fact. Something is shifting, doors are opening, chains are breaking. You're stepping into a new season, one where His promises are fulfilled, His plans are revealed, and His power is unleashed in your life. This revelation is also a weapon. It's not passive, it's active, alive, sharper than any sword. Hebrews 4:12 says, "The word of God is alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword." When God reveals His truth, it cuts through lies, destroys doubts, and defeats the enemy. You're not just receiving this revelation, you're wielding it. Use it with wisdom, with courage, with faith. Now, let's talk about impact. God's revelation doesn't just change you, it changes everything around you. Your family feels it, your friends see it, your community is transformed by it. Like a stone thrown into a still pond, your faith creates ripples that reach far beyond what you can see. You're not just a chosen one, you're a catalyst for change. This moment is yours, but it's also bigger than you. God's revelation is a call to rise, to shine, to lead. You're not here to blend in, you're here to stand out. You're not here to follow, you're here to forge a path. You're not here to survive, you're here to thrive. Isaiah 61 says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." This is your time. Sometimes, revelation comes with resistance. The world doesn't always welcome God's truth. People may doubt you, mock you, even try to stop you, but their opinions don't define your destiny. God's word does. Stand firm, speak boldly, walk confidently. No, one can stop what God has started in you. His revelation is your shield, your strength, your victory. This isn't about chasing a feeling or a moment. It's about living in God's truth every day. His revelation is a lifestyle, a commitment, a journey. It's waking up each morning knowing you're chosen, walking through each day knowing you're guided, and resting each night knowing you're loved. This is the life God has called you to, a life of purpose, power, and peace. If you're feeling this, if God's truth is stirring in your soul, take a stand. Hit that like button, drop 777 in the comments, and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones claiming their destiny. Your action is a declaration, a testimony, a step of faith. Let the world know you're ready for what God is revealing. This revelation is also a seed. It's planted in your heart, and as you nurture it with faith, it grows. It becomes a tree, strong and unshakable, bearing fruit for all to see. Your life will produce blessings, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Your faith will bear fruit that feeds the hungry, shelters the weary, and inspires the lost. That's the power of God's truth in you. Sometimes, the greatest revelations come through the hardest moments. Think about Job, who lost everything yet held fast to his faith. In the end, God revealed his faithfulness, restoring Job beyond what he could have imagined. Your trials are not the end. They're the setup for God's revelation. Trust him through the storm, because what's coming is greater than what you've lost. This moment is a turning point, but it's not the end of the story. God's revelation is ongoing, unfolding, expanding. Each day brings new clarity, new strength, new purpose. You're not just stepping into a moment, you're stepping into a movement of faith, of power, of divine transformation. You're part of something bigger, chosen one. God's revelation is also a promise of protection. The enemy may try to steal your peace, but he cannot steal your purpose. Psalm 121 verse 7 says, "The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life." You're covered, guarded, secured by his love. Walk boldly, knowing no weapon formed against you can prosper. This isn't just about what you see, it's about what you become. God's revelation transforms you from the inside out. Your thoughts align with his truth. Your actions reflect his love. Your life becomes a living testimony of his power. You're not just receiving a message, you're becoming a message, one that the world desperately needs to hear. Now imagine a life where every step is guided, every decision is clear, every moment is purposeful. That's what God's revelation brings. It's not just a glimpse of his plan, it's an invitation to live it, to walk in it, to breathe it. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer, a builder, a chosen one shaped by his hand. This revelation is also a call to courage. It's not always easy to embrace God's truth. It challenges you to let go of fear, to step out of comfort, to trust beyond reason. But that's where the miracles happen. That's where the impossible becomes possible. That's where you become unstoppable. Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." That's your promise. Sometimes, God's revelation feels like a fire, burning away what no longer serves you. It's not destruction, it's purification. It's God refining you, preparing you, equipping you for what's next. Embrace the fire. Let it shape you. Let it strengthen you. You're not being consumed. You're being transformed into something stronger, brighter, more powerful. This moment is a gift, but it's also a responsibility. God's revelation isn't just for you to hold, it's for you to share. Your life, your story, your faith, they're a light to others. Matthew 5:15 says, "Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house." Shine, chosen one. Let your light draw others to him. The beauty of this revelation is that it's not limited by time or circumstance. It's eternal, unbreakable, unstoppable. God's truth doesn't fade. His promises don't expire. His plan for you is as alive today as it was before the world began. Step into it with confidence, knowing He's already paved the way. This isn't just about what God is revealing, it's about who He's revealing you to be. You're not just a person with a purpose, you're a person with a divine mandate. You're not just living, you're leading. You're not just hoping, you're claiming. Every step you take in faith is a step toward the fullness of His plan. Sometimes revelation comes in waves. One moment it's a spark of understanding, the next it's a flood of clarity. But through it all, God is constant. His truth is your foundation, your strength, your guide. Psalm 119 verse 105 says, "Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path." Let His revelation light your way, chosen one. This moment is also a call to trust. Trust that God's plan is bigger than your doubts. Trust that His timing is better than your plans. Trust that His love is stronger than your fears. When you trust Him, you unlock the fullness of His revelation. You step into a life where nothing is impossible, because with God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. God's revelation is like a river flowing through your life, bringing life to every dry place. It refreshes your spirit, restores your soul, renews your strength. It's not just a moment, it's a movement carrying you toward His purpose. Dive into that river. Let it carry you. Let it transform you. You're not just in the flow, you're part of it. This isn't about chasing a dream. It's about living one. God's revelation turns your what ifs into what is. It turns your hopes into realities, your prayers into answers, your struggles into victories. You're not waiting for a breakthrough. You're walking in it. You're not hoping for a miracle. You're becoming one. Now, let's pause one more time. If this message is igniting your spirit, if you're ready to embrace what God is revealing, hit that like button, drop 777 in the comments, and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith. Your action is a declaration that you're claiming this revelation, that you're ready for what's next. Don't hold back. Step into this truth. This revelation is also a shield. It protects you from the lies of the enemy, the doubts of the world, the fears in your mind. When God reveals His truth, it becomes your armor, your strength, your defense. Ephesians 6:16 says, "Take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one." You're not defenseless. You're divinely protected. Sometimes, the greatest revelations come through the smallest acts of faith. A step forward, a whispered prayer, a moment of trust. Those small moments are where God moves. They're where He reveals His power, His plan, His love. Don't underestimate the small steps. They're leading you to big breakthroughs. This moment is a call to rise. Not to strive, not to struggle, but to rise into the fullness of who God created you to be. You're not bound by your past. You're not limited by your circumstances. You're not defined by the world's labels. You're defined by His revelation, His truth, His love. Rise, chosen one, and let the world see His glory in you. God's revelation is also a song, a melody playing in your spirit. It's the sound of His voice, calling you higher, deeper, closer. It's the rhythm of His plan, guiding your steps. It's the harmony of His love, filling your life. Listen to that song. Let it move you. Let it guide you. You're not just hearing it. You're singing it with every breath. This isn't just about what you know. It's about what you do. God's revelation demands action, not frantic effort, but faithful obedience. Step out in faith. Speak out in truth. Live out in love. Your life is a testimony, and every choice you make is a chapter in the story God is writing through you. Sometimes, revelation feels like a weight because it carries the gravity of eternity. But it's not a burden. It's a privilege. You've been entrusted with God's truth, His plan, His power. You're not carrying it alone. He's carrying you. Lean into His strength and let His revelation lift you higher than you ever thought possible. This moment is also a call to see yourself as God sees you, to see your future as He's planned it, to see the world as He loves it. His revelation opens your eyes, not just to what's around you, but to what's within you. You're not just a person, you're a purpose. You're not just a soul, you're a spark of His divine fire. God's revelation is like a seed planted in fertile soil. It's small at first, but with faith, it grows into something mighty. It becomes a tree, a shelter, a legacy. Your life is that tree, chosen one. Your faith is the root. Your obedience is the trunk. Your love is the branches. Let it grow and watch how it changes the world. This isn't just about today. It's about forever. God's revelation is eternal, unchanging, unbreakable. It's a promise that stretches beyond this moment, beyond this life. It's a truth that anchors you through every storm, every trial, every triumph. You're not just living for now, you're living for eternity. Sometimes the greatest revelations come when you least expect them. In the quiet, in the struggle, in the waiting. God doesn't always shout. Sometimes He whispers. But His whispers are powerful, piercing, life-changing. Listen for them, trust them, follow them. They're leading you to a future brighter than you can imagine. This revelation is also a call to love, not just to receive God's love, but to give it, to share it, to live it. Your life is a reflection of His heart, and every act of love